Good evening. I've got a half-baked plan, and it's partly baked because it's basically just I carry on what I'm doing in Ableton. What am I doing in Ableton is trying to mix this because it sounds a bit harsh. Why does everything I make sound a bit harsh? Maybe I should just choose samples that aren't so harsh to begin with. But sometimes, there is harsh dubstep out there, and it's like, metal, but you can get a well mixed metal that sounds nice on the ears, and it's like mixed so well that you'd want to turn it up, and it's just full of distorted guitars, but because it's mixed so well, I'm gonna turn this up until it hurts my ears. It's like balances. All right, Lucas. Hi. How was things? I've changed the snare. What have I changed? Wait, I need to get rid of some of this stuff because it's in the way now. Like, I'm clearly not using those two tracks. This is where I start deleting stuff, man. Like, Banzukun. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you. I did just fix something before I came on the live stream. There was a couple of conflicts. That and this wannabe. Well, they were occupying some of the frequencies were occupying the same space, so I had to do something, and I think it worked. Originally, the track was just maybe it still should be, because all this adds to it is it just adds this sort of like, I don't know. I'm leaving it in for now. I've better balanced it, but it's the kind of decision that I'm gonna have to leave it like for a week or to try and have time to test it in the car and test it on a Bluetooth speaker in the kitchen, and it's funny because it's this crappy little speaker, but I use it and then I start dancing around the kitchen, and it's hard to tell. It's good because the kitchen always sounds the same and the Bluetooth speaker always sounds the same, and it's just one speaker, it's just one cone. But that when you dance into it, you get like a good. You kind of bias because you're already dancing, right? There's a bit of like I am dancing bias. But if it's really good, I'll be like, yeah, like dancing properly, like go for it. But yeah, I think sometimes if you are dancing, you might miss things. Like it happens all the time, especially frequency conflicts. The groove might be there. I think that's what should be focused on in dance music is the groove more than anything. And then like that should be it needs to have at least that. And anything else is probably unnecessary. and because I'm producing for, it is for a sound system, it is for a dance floor with a bass, heavy speakers. It's tempting to leave plenty of mid bass harmonics in so that everyone can hear it on a smartphone, but loads of really good dubstep that was ever made, it has, you know, quiet passages where it's just a sub. 20 plus years. Once again, I stopped counting after 20. It was a slow first, the first 10 or 15 years were very slow. And if I knew what I knew then, obviously, not, you know, it would have been a lot quicker, a lot faster iterations, and failing faster more often is good. Jedi work. Does it take that long to become a Jedi? Yeah. Tommy G. What are we making? I'm mixing something. I also changed the snare because it was this snare. It was a snare. And I loved that snare, but someone pointed out, and he comes on this live, James. He said rim shots, use rim shots. I'm like, oh yeah. I never used to use rim shots because I thought they were like not the proper way. Silly. Not the proper way to use a snare drum, is it? You're supposed to hit it like that, not go do weird stuff with it. So, you know, I've unlearned a load of things growing up. Rim shots are perfect for dubstep, and I've been using snares, and James came on and said, guess, you know, why aren't you using rim shots, basically? And he told me we've DJed together, and he told me outside once, you know, while we're waiting to DJ. I'm over this project. That's quite busy, that bit as well. Thank you. I'm just gonna have to disappear. Wigan pies, eyes like Wigan pies. Alright, this baby. She's crying. Can I get... Let's have a look. I'm Christ alone. Pretty hard, thank you. Reminds me of the old school. Right, maybe, right. I'm not going to turn the live stream off. I might not be back, but I'm just going to go away for a bit and sort this baby out. One sec. Hi. If anyone's still there, thanks for waiting. Sorry I had to go for a minute there. Thanks. Old school. See, I find it hard to know the difference between the new and the old. To me, it all sounds like just different tunes. But that's good because I'm coming from the old school, and I want to do my take on what I heard, but also mixing some of the new with it as well. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, that was quick for me to come back. I don't know how long I was gone for. Not that bad. Right, let's carry on. There's a lot happening in the the temptation now is to do something with the kicks and start adding a few extra kicks in. Why is that tempting? Because it can sound a hell of a lot funkier. See what I mean? Just that simple. That does sound better. So that's 3, because have we already got a 2? No. A lot of fun. Last thing I want to do is make it complex. I really don't want to do that, and I feel like I'm still undecided on adding ghost kicks, should we call them. Good evening, Pax. How you doing? do you mean Dumalom? The um the the white and black keyboard, the chromatic, like a MIDI keyboard. I don't know what. Yeah, a chromatic MIDI controller, like a traditional. Yeah, that thing. Um, Traditional chromatic keyboard. Well, that's basically learning music theory, isn't it? Which I would advise if you, especially if you're young, but integrate into all the things you're learning. Do a little bit of piano lessons every day, like a few minutes every day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. Because it depends what kind of music you're making. If you're just making dubstep, it still helps though to make dubstep and drum and bass if you know, like chords, what chords and keys. If you know what key something is in, you know what notes will sound good in that. What to do next, basically. It helps sometimes to know that. I make sort of electronica stuff as well. Evening only, Tim. How you doing? Yeah, I would. I did piano lessons for a bit, and I got to like sort of grade 2, and then I decided that that time would be better spent if I just did production. But during that time of me producing, I got very little. I progressed very little, and for many reasons, not because I didn't do the piano lessons, but because I kind of didn't have a process where I could fail a lot and frequently and learn from it. I was just stuck in one project for a long time at a time. And that doesn't get you anywhere. Well, it didn't get me anywhere. I know some people work differently, but the way I work now is a lot. I make a lot more tunes now. But yeah, well, I do know music theory. Like I understand all the things that you can do with it and how it's useful, but it's not because I don't practice it enough, not nearly enough. Like I used to practice every day at piano, and I always got really good at scales, and because I don't practice it, it's not second nature. It's not like you see a jazz pianist and it's like a language to them. They just speak through their fingers, but I have to like think and work out what chord is this, and it's very slow for me. Yeah, do it, mate. Yeah, like do it as well as learning all the other stuff you're learning. Just a few minutes each day practicing. If you've got a keyboard, start learning the scales and some example pieces and stuff. I'm all right, Tim. I've had my ears. I feel like they're not getting much better though. I can hear enough. I can hear the groove. It's the most important thing. Most music is under 9 kilohertz anyway, but above that, I can't really hear that at the moment. And do you know what's above 9 kilohertz is when I don't know if you have like sonar, right? So when it's pitch black, you can tell when there's a wall right next to your face, or you can even tell if there's something to your left or right, because you breathe. You can just hear with your breathing sounds. You can just hear, or even like the fabric on your clothes, whatever sound you're giving off, you can hear it bounce off walls and stuff. And I love having that like sense of what's around me in the pitch dark, because I quite often move around in the dark for some reason. Especially with babies, like leaving the room, I had my foot on the stool, and I was like, this is because my sonar has gone, hopefully temporarily, and I really hope it comes back. But yeah, at the moment I'm unsure of if it is kind of like a bit of a blessing at the moment. I'm looking at the bright side of it because I can hear harshness even more. I can hear the harshness in my tunes a bit more better for some reason, but that I don't want it to stay this way because I still want to be able to hear the air which I always struggle to hear anyway, because I've had my head near speakers in my 20s and 30s, and maybe a bit in my 40s. Loud speakers, big, loud, bassy speakers, and that's kind of taken off some of my mids and high hearing. Oh, she's crying again. Please stop crying. She always cries. So yeah, how are you, Tim? Did I already ask how you are? Oh, no way, getting your head tattooed. You've already got some head tattoos, haven't you? Are you expanding them? I'm not a tattoo person. My wife is, and quite a few of my friends are. Face tattoos as well. Whoa, on your face? What are you going for this? What are you going for this time? I don't know what else you've got on your face. I didn't really look at them. Music. Oh yeah, perks. Yeah, I think when I get more time, which is probably unlikely, but I mean, like when the girls are growing up and they're in school, if I've got any extra time, just half an hour a day, half an hour of music production, and half an hour of like keyboard training or piano practice. It hurts so much, but it does. Mandala. No way. Yeah, alright. That's cool. Have you got them all over your arms as well and stuff? And your back? Yeah, I won't even have one. I kept saying, oh, I'll get one. Because symbol, I can't. So what I can't decide upon is symbols. Hate tats. God. It's symbols I can't decide. I struggle to choose and decide. So I can't. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna get one. I did sort of think a little tiny planet Earth, like that big, behind me here. That's as far as I'd go. Carlos Fandango's 81. Hi, how's it going? One a day. Oh, she's a tattoo. Oh, okay, right, fair enough. Wow. Chris Young, what am I working on? Thanks for asking. I'm working on this. And I've just started adding ghost kicks at this point. So I'm supposed to be mixing this, and I've just started adding extra kicks. Yeah, I don't know if it needs it. This always happens to me in D&B as well. Does that happen to you, Tim? Or anyone else? Where you have a nice simple kick, snare, kick, snare. And then you can get like, you can add extra excitement to it by adding extra kicks. Snares as well, or rim shots. But with the kicks, you can kind of go a bit mad because especially if you've got a sidechain triggering everything, a kick can just make it go more and make that sidechain trigger and add even more movement. So, Sky UK dub that, thanks Tim. Classic dubstep tuned kick, snare. Yeah. It was a snare, so this is what it was. That snare. And I've recently been switching to rim shots because I used to dismiss rim shots as not a real snare. Can you believe it? That's how much I knew about drum kits. And that's how little music I listen to that everyone else listens to. Because obviously there's a lot of music with over, popular music history with rim shots, rim or rim hit, or whatever you want to call them, rim snare rim. I can't think of it. Someone named one the other night, and I was like, oh yeah, loads of dub and reggae. But I mean, before that, I mean like in English popular music. I've got me what is that called? Caffeine free Coca-Cola, because it's late. Chrissy Chris. Oh, Chrissy Chris. What about Chris Chris? So maybe there should be something there as well. Maybe it should be the same as that bit, actually. Okay, alright. I feel like I've heard that. Is that quite an old one? Is there someone in it saying kick, snare? Yeah, it's like repetition versus something else. I mean, the rest of it repeats, right? So it's the same pattern. So whenever there's one little variation, and maybe that variation only occurs once, it's still okay. Thanks, Chris Young. I thought the snare, hammer blow. Yeah, it's a rim shot. I've recently, in the past few weeks, gotten into the world of rim shots because it's like it really felt like a special, like a hyper. What do they call it? Hyper, a special interest. For the first few days, it was just like I'm getting as many rim shots as I can and trying them out in all my tunes that I'm working on. And most of them, I have to say, actually suit a rim shot better than the snare I was putting in there. But the snare I did put in there was actually only meant to be a placeholder anyway, kind of. It was good enough for some of the tunes, because we've got like 12 tunes I'm working on, ish. Roscoe, yeah. Do like a bit of Roscoe. Reboost. It was, yeah. I saw a video for that because it was signed to Mad Decent, and the video is just like this trippy video. But yeah, the one I like the most has got to be Go Go Gadget. It's just really silly and cheeky, I think, and wobbly. But yeah, Woo Boost is great too, definitely. It's crisp. Live Suite. Any must-dos for Live Suite? There we go, Tim. Tim's got golden answer there. Yeah, practice every day, like you would if you played in an orchestra, one of the best orchestras in the country, and with your cello or whatever instrument you play, you'd be an hour or two every day or more. And you just kind of like playing other people's music, oh yeah, in an orchestra. But to hit those notes, yeah, lots of practice. You're getting paid for it. I'm not. Potentially, it's all going up online and Spotify and stuff, but eventually. Um, any more stews? If you get stuck on what to do next, if you've just started something, starts a new project. I can't condense down into one sentence. Where did I go wrong? Like in my 20s, just spending too long in one project, trying to make it into something when I could have been starting new ones. Right, which is what I do now. I won't hang around for too long if something's not going anywhere. But then you can kind of make it go somewhere. If it's dance music, I think it's easier to, as long as the initial idea is good. But then you don't know, do you? Unless you make 10 ideas, pick from those, listen back, and then choose the ones that inspire you the most to carry on. That's how I do it. And now, distribution, yeah, DistroKid, I do. Oh, Vader's Heart. Yeah, you mentioned on previously that you spent years. So when you said try a piccolo snare last time, I got a piccolo rim shot. Yeah, piccolo snares are sick. Yeah, distribution, I use DistroKid. I have used CD Baby as well. And I've even used SoundCloud's distribution, but they oh, I forgot what it was. Oh, they didn't approve one of my releases. And I was on a really tight schedule with it because, I mean, you're not meant to release like this. You should release with 4 weeks in advance, that's what they say. But you can, on DistroKid, you can just ding, ding, ding. And it can be on Spotify within like a couple of days, and it could be on TikTok almost, within 24 hours, if not the next working day. It could be just up there. But on SoundCloud, they messed up, and they were like, "Oh, we don't approve your artwork." And I'm like, "Okay, appeal." And the appeal took like 2 or 3 days, and they rejected it again. And I was like, "Nah, I'm going back to DistroKid." But with SoundCloud, if you pay for a year on SoundCloud Pro, they give you distribution for free. So I think they've ironed it out. They've probably sorted that problem out now, because I was like, this is unacceptable. And they said, oh, sorry. And they actually added a thing so you can pull your own releases as well, because you had to previously email them and wait for a ticket. But yeah, I do distribution myself, yeah. I've learned a lot about how to being a label by doing it. Cam. Yeah, still having fun. Yeah, that's it. I think you can combine the two for sure. But piano definitely feels like, I don't know, it is fun. Sometimes it is fun. I remember having like a lot of fun doing piano lessons, because when you there's some frustrating bits because your piano teacher is saying no, it needs to be played like this, and you're like, my hand hurts because I've not been practicing. You've not been practicing, have you? Some like frustrating moments, but it's satisfying once you can play that piece of sheet music that's put in front of you faster and faster. Oh, hang on, look at this A sign. I figured out what this A sign is. Oh shit, I haven't got my zoom turned on, have I? Fuck's sake. Right. So Nick's D&B, I'm gonna see, it thinks it means something. That means it's automatically translating it, so it thinks it's in a different language, which it is. I mean, Terra is like Latin. So hi Nix, anyway. 10 minutes on a song and then make another from your advice. All right. Yeah. Is it going well, that Faders? 10 minutes. But that's it. You can do just 10 minutes. Start a song, only spend 10 minutes on it. Have a template so all the drums and the bass and the lead things are there. Just if you do 100 of those using that one template, you will get really good at using just those 5 instruments that you've got ready to go. You'll become a master of that template that you've made. So you could do 6 in an hour. And if you do one of those a day, an hour a day, I mean, it's rapid advancement. DistroKid, Label Radar for a month. Oh, Label Radar. What are they, distributors as well? I've forgotten what's that. Like, there's drum and bass producers. Labels use like there's a few different ones where they send out promos for you and have like a listen back thing, and you can tell who's listened to it and stuff like that, which is useful, just so you know who to chase up. Listen to your last 2 songs I uploaded on here. They're jazz, ska, techno, breakbeat. Nice. I'll give those a listen. Everyone go and listen to Faders. I've heard some of your TikToks. Do they? Yeah. Proper buns, this one, lad. Hina Pulka, hi. Hi. Hello with your buns. Do you know any plugins that you think I need? Serum's like my say bread and butter, but if you don't eat bread and butter much, then it's milk. Serum, I use Serum. It's like in nearly every single sound I make, apart from the drums. Even the drums, I've been using Serum for snares and kicks, even though I'd have kick 2. Kick 2 is really good for kicks. Oh, kick 3's out now. Yeah, that's it. I think that's producers and engineers don't necessarily know how to play instruments, and they don't really need to, but it does help if you can. If you can be like, like Mark Ronson, he plays. He's just like gets an artist in to work with, and he just twiddles away on his guitar and it sounds mad, and they're like, oh yeah, I can sing to that. It's more organic. I wish I could. Your wish is granted. All you have to do is practice. Oh yeah, when am I going to do that? First thing in the morning? Last thing at night? Instead of a nap? Oh, have you? 2 on TikTok in 2 days. Did you use DistroKid Faders? Serum. Yeah. We play computers. Yeah, we do play computers. We do. Yeah. I'm thinking that should go. Sure. I live in Wales. I live in Wrexham. I'm from Wrexham. I've lived in Wrexham for 3 years, and I'm starting to roll my R's a little bit more. Wrexham. I'm from Manchester. Cheshire. Don't know why I have to say it like that. The guy was from that Cheshire, that posh place. I guess it was. I mean, it was like old I think it was all Tory for ages. So yeah, but I'm not posh really. What does that even mean, posh? Anyway, I got a Welsh flag printed on my registration plate. And I chose it. So what do you want? Like just a nothing or a dragon? I was like, a dragon. And the woman went, "Oh, that's posh." I'm like, "All right, that's it. I've got a posh number plate now because it's got a dragon on it." MasterChef Cambodia used one of my. Ah, no, really? You got paid? Wait, how did you get paid? I thought you needed like um create a fund or whatever it's called. Oh no, the other the other baby is now crying. Shh. Everyone be quiet. Where am I based? Yeah. So, where are you based, CMP? Oh, yeah, mate. Sheffield, yeah. Dragon Plate. Oh, crikey. Right, I'm gonna have to actually go because she's gonna take like half an hour to get back to sleep at least. Right, bloody hell. Got to pay for your district. Ah, no way. Right. That makes sense now. Right. Yeah, someone used mine on a video. I can't remember what track it was. Someone in Indeed. Right. Oh shit, I've got to go. Right, sorry guys, I've got to go. I'll see you another time. Thanks for joining.